Storytime, part I. I come out of the room, and I assume it's two police standing there at first, and come to find out it's bounty hunters. Well, I go to the car, and I call dude, and I tell him, hey, man, there's two bounty hunters there at your door looking for you. You know, no way you can come back here. And he says, well, my volumes are in that room. Is there any way you can come and meet me and get my room key and go in there and get them for me? I said, yeah, of course. So I go and meet him. I get his key, and I go back to the room. And as soon as I come out of that room, there they are. They're right on top of me, and they're asking me about him. Where's he at? I tell him, I don't even know who you're talking about. That's not who has this room. And he's like, we know better. And I'm still saying the same thing. They said, look here, Mr. Gentry, we're not here for you. And I was like, damn, they done their homework. And I said, man, I don't know what you want me to tell you, man. That's not who's in that room. And I just keep on walking. And so I get in the car, and I call him and tell him, hey, they're following me, man. They knowing something, you know what I mean? And he's like, here's this big, bright idea. He said, I'm going to go somewhere and park. You drive by me and throw them out. As if they're not going to see me do this. You know what I mean? I'm not getting no big high-speed chase with these people. I'm wanted by the U.S. Marshals, especially over some little volumes. So he gets all mad and starts raising Cain and just cussing and doing all this. So I just hang up the phone. Well, he keeps calling. So I get home. I'm living with the girl that I was talking about I met. And so we go to her house or whatever, and sometimes we stay at the motel room, and sometimes we stay at her house. And anyway, and so I'm telling her what's going on because dude keeps calling my phone. And she's like, screw him, cut your phone off, go to bed, don't worry about that. And it'll be all right, you know, whatever. So that's what I do. Well, the next morning, I get woke up to her crying. And she hands me the phone and says, listen to all these voicemails on my phone. Dude had her phone number, whatever. He has done told this girl my whole life story. She thought that my name was Michael Dane Carver and that I was from Alabama. That's not my name. You know, my last name is Gentry or whatever. And so he tells her the whole truth, tells her about all the time I was in prison, tells her more about U.S. Marshals. I mean, tells her the whole 9 yards. And so we get in the car, and I'm taking her to work this morning, and she won't say anything to me all the way there. And then we get there, and she says, be sure you're here to pick me up for lunch today. We're going to have to talk. And I was like, yeah, all right, you know, I'll be there to get you or whatever. And so lunchtime came, and I go get her, and we go sit in this little park, and we're talking. She says, is it true? And I said, yeah, it's true. And I tried to make a little joke about it, and she wasn't having it. But this is the only thing she said. She said, well, Mexicans can come over here and get identification. I don't know why we can't get you one. And I was like, damn, that's real. I was like, all right, cool. And she said, well, where's dude at? And I said, I don't know. He won't answer my calls. I've been trying to call him all day. And she said, about that time, I said, let's call him now and see. And so he's going to know she's off work and thinks I'm going to be a little bit calmer or whatever. And so I call him. He answers the phone. And he tells me what motel room he's in. And so now me and her are headed that way. She said, you're going to whoop him when we get there, ain't you? I said,